Praise the Lord. Good morning. I know a lot of you've seen the obituary for Mother Betty. I just smile when I say her name, you know. I remember the first time I walked out back and she had a big bowl of goldfish crackers. She had dumped them all in one bowl, mixed with some peanuts. And I saw squirrels, skunks, a fox, raccoon, a big old hoot owl, a peregrine falcon, what else? Cats. She had two or three cats, a deer, the same deer. I've watched this deer's antlers just grow over the years, and I mean, he got a rack on him now. I mean, walk right up in the backyard, you know, to the back deck, and she had to feed them. I mean, rabbits, mice. And it blew me away, and I said, I'm gonna start calling you Mother Nature. She said, it's not nice to fool with Mother Nature. You know, she had to stoma, and she had to put her hand over it to talk, and her voice was so raspy, and she would smile and would melt any hardened snow and ice cube at the same time. About 4.5 feet tall. She might have been 80 pounds. I watched her lose weight over the years from throat cancer, and I moved in next door to her September 6, 2010. And I saw that first one out there. She had a hand over her throat, no hat on, little thin jacket. It had been projected 18 inches of snow that day, and it was a winter storm warning and watch and blizzard. And I'll never forget, I walked up on her, I said, ma'am, what you doing out here shoveling this snow? I said, the piles are bigger, gonna be bigger than you. She said, somebody gotta do it. And I grabbed a shovel from her. I said, ma'am, as long as I live next door to you, I don't ever want to see you out here shoveling no snow. So I bless our Father to be physically capable and prayerfully sensitive enough and with enough common sense to know, hey, I mean, she didn't have no sons around, and you know, and shovel her car out, my car out. 3 o'clock I would get up, 2:45, shovel her car out, my car out, warm both of them up, both walkways, front door, back deck, and then I just get on the road. And I just never thought about, the number of years and that one day I wouldn't be shoveling for her no more, and I said, leave this alone. And for somebody, I mean, check on your parents. I got a partner there, he says, man, we got a CCTV so we can watch Dad. I'm like, watch Dad? I mean, what is Dad doing? He's in the Michigan Peninsula. He didn't want to come back. He didn't want to come down, so we came down, so we just checked the monitor. I'm like, dude, you got a granddaddy monitor? He looked at me all crazy. I said, that's what it is. You got a CC, you got a digital device. I remember when I was married, I used to tell my ex-wife, touch me more than you touch that iPhone. She would get so mad. It's true, some of y'all touch your phone more than you touch your man or woman. And it's a shame, man. You know your dad or mom live alone, and all you're doing is waiting on that call. All you're doing is waiting on that notification. I was blessed of our Father to go back to Alabama. I had to leave a 6-figure job. I had to. It wasn't worth my dad's life, and you know what I mean, emphysema, congestive heart failure and cancer, and living alone in that little brick assisted living building. I said, nah. So I went home and had him for 2 years before he died in my arms, September 16th, 2000. At 6:07 a.m. I woke up and he was having a heart attack. I asked, did he want some coffee? He said, yeah. I was with 2 leveled off teaspoons of sugar. He didn't answer. I walked in the room. He was swinging like he was swinging an invisible man. Then it happened. All that defecation, urination, and that clenching of his teeth, and I called my mom, and she said, do CPR on him, do CPR on him. I went down 1 compression and broke his ribs. And by 6:12, he was gone. And Sunday night with Mother Betty, I heard that thud on my door. I thought it was the children throwing the football, the basketball, and I opened the front door. She was standing there, blood gushing from her throat. I could do nothing but just pick her up and grab my shirt and try to stop it, but she was choking. She was gasping, and the blood sounded like water. It was all over my feet and my front stoop, my front door, all on my lap, all over me, my face, and it was just skeeting. I've never seen her bleed out like that before, but I've seen her bleed out before. So to have your dad way up in the Mission Peninsula and you watching TV, he goes into cardiac arrest, he slips and falls, he starts choking, he can't stop coughing, or she can't catch her breath, you know, I mean, what you gonna do? Touch the screen, hit rewind, pause it until you get there? And so many people have grandchildren that have never met their grandparents, or you in tune with your mom and dad. So now because you in tune with mom and dad, the children in their teen years and 20s, and they see grandma maybe once every year, once every 2-3 years. And I hope this hurts. Because it don't make no sense to put them in nursing homes and don't go see them. And then they got their own homes and you don't go see them. But Mother Betty, I'm going to miss you. The other day I went and got some goldfish crackers and some peanuts. When I came out, I saw all the animals in the back, just out there. She had a Samson of a spirit, a beautiful spirit. I told her one time, Mother Betty, you so sweet, you make anybody a diabetic. And she would laugh. I would barbecue and take her place, and she said, this is too much food. I said, well, you eat all of it in a couple of days. She said, you got that right. She would cook them Christmas cookies, and she paid me in cookies every year for shoveling her driveway and walking. It wasn't a payment. That was my neighbor grandmother. That was my neighbor mother. Your co-workers or your family, you get closer to them sometimes than your own family. That's why you give them a silent treatment when you come home, because we get close to our co-workers. We need to get close to our family and our families and our family members. Gang member, political party member, dismembered, remembered. We remember the family member. So call your mama, call your daddy. Go over there today. You ain't seen them in months. You ain't seen them in years, and you're still angry. And when they die, all that anger you got with you, it ain't gonna go in the coffin. The guilt gonna hit. You gonna scream the loudest at the funeral. You gonna try to hold on to the coffin as they lower them remains into the ground. I was close with my parents, married 39 years. It was equal heart, equal billing. They were my parents. They were my parent, you know, subpar in how you treat them and renting them, putting them in homes and nursing homes and assisted living, and don't even go see them. I go to the nursing home. Yeah, it's a smell, the defecation, the urination, the saliva, the mucus, but you still fall on their neck. You still fall on their neck, and you still make contact with them. As I leave this alone. So I walked out back with the goldfish crackers and the peanuts. All of them scattered. That's Mother Betty's congregation. That's Mother Betty's flock. So please flock to your flock. Flock to see mama, flock to see dad. The grandkids ain't never seen grandma or granddad. And you so angry. Mama and daddy had you. You didn't have them. When the sperm and egg met, God and the enemy of our soul was there, as well as sin, as I leave this alone. So go see your parents. Make up with them. I don't care what they done. You don't want the pain I see in the faces of those I eulogize, and grandmas and granddads here in the local area. When I'm blessed of our Father to do funerals or home celebrations, I see the guilt. I see the pain. It's not going to go in the casket. Mom and daddy is. Please call your mom. Call your dad, please. Don't forget about them. They gave you life. And when they leave here or lose their life or to give up their life, trust me, you don't want that guilt. Call mom. Call dad. I love you, mom. I love you, dad. I miss y'all. Peace.